Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Meoni, and this is a news video that I wasn't really thinking of doing considering it's something we've already talked about before, and that's just to talk about that the Garo collaboration ends soon, and obviously with 5.1 the Garo collaboration with all the armor sets and the mounts are actually getting removed from the game for acquisition, so you won't be able to get these anymore. The disreputable priest will not be giving you any more favors. That sounds really wrong, but we'll go with it regardless. I quite like the disreputable priest, but there we go. So this event comes to an end, and really the main focus of this video was that one of the parts of the Garo event that was probably the most prestigious, especially for paladins who play the game, is that you could get an invisible shield. Now this invisible shield I recommended before as being like the one thing that you should take away from this if you take nothing else. If you're not doing the mounts, if you're not doing the armor sets, try and get yourself the invisible shield. The reason I say this is it's quite cool, the idea that you can do a lot of the emotes on a paladin without actually having anything in your hand. Now of course you could use third-party tools to do this, but that's not the same, is it? It's cool, you can do some really cool spell effects, you can do some really good screenshots, and anybody who's into that sort of thing will want to get it. Well, the interesting thing about this is on their post here saying that how you actually get the Garo stuff and that it is coming to an end really soon, and they keep reiterating this, there's a bit at the bottom that was really interesting. It says here, it's also important to note that the heroic spirit shield obtained from Calamity Salvagers after unlocking the Echoes of the Golden Wolf achievement can only be obtained once. Be warned that if this item is discarded, it will be lost forever, so please take extra care when handling this item. We recommend placing it in the glamour dresser for safekeeping. And then there's the interesting bit, we are also looking into the possibility of adding another invisible shield in a future patch. That is kind of cool. So the idea of having an invisible shield was, I don't know, to some people maybe a bit of a joke because you don't really have to put too much into development time for it. But a lot of people like myself were like, you must get this shield, you must try and get this. Where in reality, they're actually looking into the possibility of just having a completely, invisible shield. So whether this will be a shield that's part of the Emperor's new set, or whether this will be something, acquired through PvP or otherwise, we'll have to wait and see. Really interesting though, regardless. But obviously people have wanted this, and we have made our voice known that we would like to keep that, as it's really the most unique thing out of the entire Garo event. It's something that we couldn't acquire anywhere else. And of course, if you remember, you can actually get the Garo stuff that's not dyeable from the Gold Saucer, which includes the actual Spirit Shield, but of course that stuff's going away in 5.1 as well. So it's cool that the devs are actually listening and looking at the feedback that they're being given on a lot of the items. It's a shame, in my opinion, that the Garo stuff is going in general. I would have loved for that to stay around because there's a lot of new players that would love to take part in that post 5.1, I believe, and would really miss out on not getting some of the coolest sort of Power Ranger-esque stuff that you can get in the game. But regardless, there we go. So thank you all kindly for watching. Let me know what you think about another invisible shield, whether you've already farmed for yours, or if you didn't already know about this at all, if you're planning to actually go and farm for it. Either way, thank you kindly for watching, and I will indeed see you all next time.